Hello everyone, welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in this wonderful and exciting tutorial, we're trying to see how to reload your Julia app in case you are building a Julia app and then you want to be able to automatically reload the app without having to restart. So let me show you what I mean. So you have built a simple app like this, and in case I want to start the app, I can just go to my terminal and then let's use VS Code for today. So when I come back here, I can let's switch to my command prompt, right? So this is my workspace where I am, as you can see from here. So I can clear off this, and in case I want to run this particular application, right, I can just, because I already have the structure of the app already with everything there, I can just run it like Julia -- project and then the name of the app, which is app.jl. If I run it like that, it's going to activate the current environment because of how we set the project up, and it's going to launch my app for me, right? Perfect. So I can now go back to this URL, which is here, and if I refresh it, you can see that reloading Julia app is going to show here, right, as you can see from here. Perfect. But if I change something, so if I change like reload Julia app, or let's say I add another endpoint to it, or let's say I add another endpoint and let's call this about. This is about, and then I refresh it, right, I cannot be able to go to that place. So if I go to /about, it will tell me that 44, right? So this page does not exist, right? But the route or the endpoint is there. So why is it not working? If I go back again and I change something here, so this is try, and if I've saved it, as you can see, but if I refresh it here, we cannot still see it, right? The only option is to stop the app and then run it again before it will recompile again, right, because of how Julia works, and then you can see it. So it's going to recompile it, right? Then if I refresh it, now we have it here. You're going to see that now this is try is showing, right? And then the other endpoint which you had, which is the about endpoint, is showing. The same way, if I go to the same endpoint and I go to the docs, you're now going to see the swagger. It's supposed to be 1, not 0. So docs 1, right? So how do you fix this issue, right? How do you make it dynamic when you are doing development, not stopping and closing? So the simplest solution is to use revise. So let's see how to do that. So I'll just close it. I'll show you two different approach. So the first one is that inside this particular place, right, inside my location, I'll stop my app here, then I'll go back to my location. So there are two ways you can, let's do it here, right? So this is my app. I'll just activate my Julia, and then I'll activate the my current environment, which is activate dot, right? So this is the first way. I'm activating the current app, which is this directory where these ones are. Then I'm going to add revise, right? So this is the first way when you are doing development. I'm going to add revise to it. I already have revise already, so that's why I'm saying it's not sure it has been added already. Then what I'll do is that I'll come back again to my application here. Then I'm going to create another file, another Julia file. So I can call it as a server, or I can call it as a Devserver. So this is for development, Devserver.jl, right? Perfect. Then inside my Devserver.jl, what I'll do is that I'm going to use revise. So use revise. Then let's import Oxygen. So this is one of the simplest ways. And then when I do that, I will include this app, this particular app, right, into my Devserver. So let's go with the include. So I'm including the app. In case it's a model, you can just include it. I'm including this app here together with all the routes to my my Devserver here. Then I need to also do some tracking. So I can just specify that, okay, I want to use revise to track it, right? So I'm going to set the revise mode to eval, right? This means that it's supposed to automatically reload it without compiling, and then I can just track this particular file, right? I want to track this file or this particular file. So how do I do that? I can simply do revise dot track. Then I'll specify what I want to track. So this time I'm tracking the app.jl, right? So this is one of the ways. So perfect. And now once I do that, now revise.jl is tracking, but I need to let it know, right, in a way. So I can just pass in a middleware for this. So I can just take off this one here and then come down here. Because I've already imported Oxygen, I can now come back and then create a simple function, and I'll call it as revise handler, right? A simple middleware handler, and this simple function is going to take in a handle, right? Because we can also pass in, and we can also pass in a middleware to Oxygen.jl. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to say my request, pass on the request, begin, and then end. Then I need to call revise, so revise.revise. Then I need to also invoke, so invoke latest changes, so latest, and then I can specify, okay, my handle and then the request, right? So something very simple, but this invoke is coming from the standard library, so base, so I can just go with my base, right? And that's why you can also import base, so using base. So this is a simple way you can create a simple dev server to help you with the tracking. I hope maybe in the future it is included in the standard library. So this is one way. So all you do is that we are just creating a begin. So let me comment it well. Then here. Yeah, perfect. So we have created a simple revise handler, and now I need to pass it to my server. So serve. So this serve is coming from Oxygen. And then I'm going to pass in the ports I want to listen on. So the ports I'm listening on is port 8001, and then I can just go with my middleware. So there is a middleware right here, and I'll pass in, it can pass in multiple middleware, so my revise handler. So that is how to do it in Julia with Oxygen, right? So all you need is you just have your application, right, or the route. So you can call this one a route anyhow you want to be. It can also be a model. Then you create another dev server in which you are specifying what you are tracking, yeah, and then you are telling revise to track it. You create a simple middleware that is going to handle all the requests, and then you just pass it to your server. This server is from Oxygen, right? Oxygen.jl. Okay, so let's run it again. So now I'm not going to be running the app. Now I'll run my Julia -- project. Then I'll run my dev server. So if I run it now, you can see the changes it's going to show. Hopefully everything is correct. Perfect. So now it has loaded it. And if I come down here, right, so this is about. If I refresh it, this is still about, it's working. And if I change something here, so this is about reloading. If I save it without stopping, if I refresh, now you're going to see that it's showing this is reloading. So this is a better way to help you in development. And then you can change something here. So this, if I save it here and I go back to the about, the main page, so Julia web app, and then I work, right? So this works. And if I save it and I refresh, I don't need to stop my terminal and then rerun it again, right? Perfect. I can also add multiple endpoints to it. So if I go back to the docs here, refresh, we have just a 2. I can add another one. So I can call this one as I say home or service or services, something like that. So this is services. If I save it and I refresh it here, you see that now automatically it's going to have to save it here. And then if I go back to this and I check it out here, I hope it works. Services. Now I said this is service is working, and if I reload this, that's it's showing here, right? Perfect. So that is how to work with the reloading in Julia. So thank you for watching. See you in the next session. Stay blessed. You can also put this thing in a model, right? And then just use revise, right? Using revise to do that. So thank you. See you another time. Stay blessed.